Hi everyone, it's Jackie here with Shift Physical Therapy and Wellness, and I have been really wanting to talk more about nutrition coaching here at Shift PT, but I've been really challenged to know the best way to do that, so I've been dragging my feet just a little bit. So nutrition is extremely personal to me, and there is a vulnerability that comes with this particular service. I didn't know if I should write a blog sharing my story, create a social media post. None of it sounded great to me. Number one, because if you've ever read any of my blogs, I have written, I write like I talk, which could be really entertaining or it could be super confusing. Number two, a social media post didn't really necessarily convey the passion that I wanted to, and I didn't want it to come across as gimmicky at all. So instead, I wanted to create this video, or I guess you could call it a vlog if that's what the cool kids are calling it. And I want to ask you for just a little bit of grace as you're watching this video, because doing videos makes me uncomfortable. And this particular video is probably one of the most personal videos I've done. So a little bit of grace if you don't mind. All right, so hopefully you're still with me. If you're not, that's okay too. But I am not sure if any of you have read my blog that I just posted recently that's about my personal journey to self-love. But I'm going to be referencing some of that blog to paint a bigger picture of how I got into nutrition coaching, and how nutrition coaching gave me a completely new outlook when it comes to nutrition and the multi-billion-dollar per year diet and weight loss industry. So a little background is weight has been an issue for me since I can remember. And now when I say weight in general, I have gone from all ends of the spectrum to being very thin to being very overweight and anything in between. I had gestational diabetes with my second pregnancy. So food and nutrition has been a part of my life forever. And basically my relationship with food, and yes, I refer to it as a relationship, is a very emotional one. And what I mean by that is that personally, I use food to help control feelings or emotions that I had. Now, again, referencing that blog, I was very mean to myself for a very long time, which I know I'm not the only one that does this, that says negative things about ourselves, and really they're just all lies. So I had to get to a point where I dissolved those lies and really started to love myself where I was at, whether I was big, skinny, anything. Okay, anyways. Again, read that blog if you care about that, but let's talk about nutrition. So I have tried all the things. I've done the Beachbody products, I've done Isagenix, I've done Herbalife, Weight Watchers, all the things, low carb diets, detox diets, Whole30, really a lot of different things. I calculated it out, and I have spent over $5,000, and that's probably being very conservative even, on weight loss programs, products, supplements, all the things. So now I want to be very clear. Anyone who uses those products, I am not knocking you down for that. If it works for you, that is great. You do you. What works for one person doesn't work for the same. For me in particular, I got to a point where I was sick of spending the money. I was sick of subscribing to these auto ship supplements. And to me, they were outrageously expensive. And I started to become more and more frustrated at the fact that each year, sometimes a couple times a year, they would put out the best new product that you had to have in order to be the healthiest, better you. And I just was sick of it. I was sick of eating different meals than my family. I was sick of feeling that I couldn't go out and enjoy a cheeseburger and fries. I was sick of just not having balance. And I was continuing to spend money. And at some point, I just had to stop and ask myself, if these products worked, then why am I continuing to have to spend the money on them? And what am I teaching my kids when it comes to healthy eating? Am I going to start to have them develop habits where they feel like they need to go purchase these supplements and don't have good body image and so on and so forth? Anyways, fast forward to diving deep into learning about nutrition from an unbiased perspective, from an educational program. Now, trust me, I went on the Google box and I did all the Google searching, and it was super frustrating because all that information was so contradictory of each other. So that's why I went to more of an educational approach, going to an unbiased program that really dove into the science behind it. That's just how my brain works, the science behind how our body uses food. So if you've ever heard the saying that food is fuel, that is no joke. Our bodies are incredible machines, and food truly helps our bodies to handle the demands we place on them. It's about so much more than weight loss. I know a lot of us look at nutrition and we think weight loss right away and weight gain right away, and food really is way bigger than that. It is to fuel our bodies, what our bodies need to use in order to keep up with the demands that we place on them. So my nutrition coaching approach starts where you have to begin to love yourself. If your head isn't in the game, we aren't going to be able to move forward. I do not offer any quick fixes. The people I work with do not commit to any packages until we first determine if I'm going to be the right fit for them. And a lot of that comes from the fact that my program in itself focuses on slow, sustainable habit-forming changes. It really is about a lifestyle. And I know that that word gets thrown around a lot of the times, but again, slow, sustainable habit-forming changes. So we focus on the real solutions with real food to fit your lifestyle. And now what I mean by that is that one plan does not work for everybody. So let's just take the example of a single person working 2 jobs is going to have a very, very different plan from a mother with 3 kids. So my programs are very much focused on you as the individual. What are your nutrition likes? What are your dislikes? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses and goals when it comes to nutrition? We work together to develop long-term solutions, which means if we're developing long-term solutions, I'm with you for the long haul. Because remember, the slow, sustainable solutions, small gains over long periods of time is where we get lasting results. So most all of my individuals that I see, I'll be with for no less than 6 months. And again, that very much depends on your goals, but we're in it for the long haul is my point. That ongoing support and really kind of taking those small components and compounding them into a snowball effect so that when we're done with the program, you're not going to slide backwards. You're not going to go through this roller coaster, yo-yo, I need to diet, I need to do this. It really is learning how to use nutrition to fuel your body for the demands that you place on it. And now if weight loss is a goal for you, we figure that out, but for what's sustainable and something that you can maintain over a long period of time. So that is the nutrition coaching here at Shift. Again, I want to make sure that I am the right fit for you. And if I'm not, that's okay. But I will never make you commit to a package until we first sit down and figure that out. So if you're interested in learning more about the nutrition coaching services that we have here at Shift, please reach out to us. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. And I wish you all the successes on your wellness journey. So let us know if you have questions. Bye.